Good morning. Today is July the 17th. The last time that I was with you on the calendar was before the week of July the 4th, and I hope that you had a good holiday on the 4th and a good week. But we are continuing in Swain County now with our camps and with our activities. I've said before, just because we may not be running all of our buses doesn't mean that the school system has shut down. We've got so many things going on. And today, we're with Amanda Sutton. And Amanda Sutton is helping lead our STEM camp. And I'm thinking, Amanda, STEM means science, technology, engineering, and math, correct? So everything that we're doing at STEM camp right now probably has to do with those aspects of our educational curriculum. Would that be true?
That is absolutely correct.
And it seems that in these 2 weeks that you have some themes. Talk to me about those themes.
So this first week we are doing a farm technology theme, and students are looking at different types of soil and how technology can be used to improve farming and improve the income with the farm. Yesterday they looked at pollination and the effects that has on producing crops. Next week, week 2, will be an ocean theme. And they will do several activities, including going through fossils to see if the fish that are in the fossils can be found in oceans today.
And, science, technology, and I would assume then that there are some technology pieces that go along with those. And I know that one of the great interests right now in America and in North Carolina is computer coding. As a matter of fact, I just learned a little while ago that all of our school systems in a year or so are going to be expected to teach coding kindergarten through 12th grade. So is there any coding technology involved in this?
Absolutely. Each week the students have a different kind of robot. So this week they had a bot Annie, and next week they'll have an Orbot. And what they do is they have to program and code these different robots to do different things. So one of the activities is programming them to play hopscotch.
And we're going to go visit some of the classrooms in just a few minutes, and so I'll see those bot Annies, correct?
Yes, they're called bot Annies. And at the completion of each STEM week, the students get to take the robots home with them.
That can't be inexpensive. It would seem sending a small computer home with a student might cost a little bit, and we're standing right now kind of in the supply room for the teachers, and if Joe wants to pan around and just look at all of the things that our kids are able to use in their classrooms, this is pretty extensive. Who has been responsible for getting all these supplies and putting this together?
Regina Ash has headed up the whole STEM camp. She has a lot of help from Lauren Moore and Sandra English, and then all the teachers that work STEM camp as well.
And so we employ some of our regular classroom teachers from across the district to come and work in STEM camp above and beyond what they do during the school year, correct?
Correct. We have 10 individual classrooms at STEM camp. We have 2 each 4th through 7th grade, and then we have 1 8th grade and 1 9th grade, rising 8th and 9th graders.
So if you've got 10 teachers who are working in classrooms, that means you must have a significant number of students that are participating as well. What are your numbers like?
Each week we have around 130 students. Some students participate 1 week only. Some students participate both weeks.
Would it be fair to say that across the 2 weeks that you're probably serving 200 students or more, even though some may double up?
That is accurate.
That's pretty substantial. How do the students get here? Do their parents bring them? Do they ride buses? How do we get our kids to the school?
So we have a combination. We have some parents who drop their children off and pick them up, but we also run 2 buses, one for the east part of the county and one for the west part of the county. And there are community drop-offs and pickups in the mornings.
Is the funding for this partially from our 21st Century Grant, or is it separate from that altogether? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I think part of it comes from the 21st century. I know we have all kinds of paperwork to keep up with, so.
And as I'm standing there asking that question, and I'm thinking, I'm not really certain what all the funding sources are for that, but we are able to fund this, and we would love for it to grow and be even larger in the coming years. Because I'll tell you, one of my family members came home yesterday or the day before after working with Legos, and he was beside himself with excitement about what he's been doing here. And that just goes to prove that one of the things that kids like is to have their hands involved and to be creative along with learning at the same time. And that's what we're trying to do in STEM camp, but also across Swain County all the time. So, Amanda, do you have any other words that you want to add or any thank yous? I'm putting you on the spot on this. And if not, we're going to go visit some classrooms. You have anything else you want to add?
I just want to thank all the teachers and everyone who has had input here and are working with our kids. They absolutely love it, and I hope we can continue this for years to come. I have a younger daughter who is not old enough to attend, and she's so disappointed because my oldest daughter has gone every year she can, and she really enjoys it. And I just love seeing the kids learning and having fun while they're doing that.
And I want to echo what you just said, Amanda. First of all, about the kids. They really do love this. But the other piece is I want to thank the teachers and the staff and you, because you are a prime example of Swain County staff that go above and beyond. You are our best and then some, and we're pleased to have you and hope that you'll stay for a long time, okay? And just for the record, Amanda just happens to be married to Brandon Sutton, who is the regional principal of the year. So we've got really good people who are working here, and we work pretty hard to try and keep them. So I'll tell you what, let's take a journey. Let's go see some of the classrooms, because that is absolutely the best part of anything that we do in Swain County. We'll be right back. So we are in Miss Griffin's room, and these young ladies are building some interesting stuff. We're going to go around the room, and we're going to let them tell us their names, and then they're going to tell us what they're doing. What's your name, Sunshine?
Presley.
Say that again for this old ears.
Presley.
Presley? You know, a lot of times Presley is a last name. You've got it as a first name. You have a last name as a first name. That's kind of cool. What grade are you in, Presley?
I'm going to be in 4th grade.
Going to the 4th grade. Are you from East or West?
West.
And your name is?
Hadley.
And I guess you're in the 4th grade, or going to be 4th grade too?
Yeah.
What school, East or West?
West.
So you guys know each other from West. Yeah. Do you know them from West?
Yes.
What's your name?
Lexi.
And you're going to be in 4th grade as well?
Yes.
So ladies, tell me, what are you making?
We're learning about farms, and we had to build a device that can take pollution and give it to other flowers. So we decided to make this.
Okay, explain what all of these parts are, because it looks really cool, but I don't understand.
So we have a puppy bowl for decoration. Then we made walls around our people. And we have a parachute right here.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
So like when it flies, it'll glide down, not just fall.
And can we turn it so that the camera can see it a little more? So what's this?
Those are our people.
And
that's our dog.
And I thought this is your dog?
Yeah.
That is really cool. What are you going to do with it after you're done?
Probably take it home.
Now, wait a minute. There's 3 of you working on this. How are 3 of you going to take this home?
We could take turns taking it home.
You think that's a good idea?
I guess so.
You'll work that out later, huh? Tell me your name, Sunshine.
My name's Riley.
Riley, East or West?
East.
And your name is?
Campbell.
And Campbell, are you East or West?
East.
So we've got the West group and the East group, and that makes a lot of sense because you kind of already know each other, right?
Yeah.
And you're both going into 4th grade?
Mm-hmm.
So somebody describe for me, what is this? Who's going to tell me?
So what we're doing is we're like making a little crate, and we're supposed to make it fly and pollinate the soil. And so we decided to make a little crate and tie it to a balloon. And we're going to just hit the balloon over it, and we're hoping that the seeds will just fall out.
So pollinating, can you tell me what somebody's balloon just exploded? Oh no. Can you tell me what pollinating means?
Bringing the pollen from flower to flower so more flowers and plants can grow.
And we're really worried about pollination right now because something's happening with our bees, right? Do you know that?
They're dying
They
out.
are dying, and so we're trying to help the bees with their job, right, Riley? And you going to take this home when you're done?
Yeah.
How are you going to share it?
Cut it in half.
Cut it in half. Cut it in half. That's awesome. Can you tell me your names?
Paisley.
Paisley, and what's your name, Sunshine?
Kendall.
Kendall. So, Paisley or Kendall? Who's going to tell me what you're making? Okay, Paisley. Somebody tell me, what is this? No takers. Our shyness has overwhelmed our ability to speak today. Well, whatever you're making, it's totally cool. Are you having fun at STEM camp? Yeah. All right. This is Miss Griffin. Miss Griffin is one of our teachers from West. It seems like all of your kids are having a lot of fun. And we're working on farm.
Yes.
Tell me just a little bit more about that.
They are working on ways to help with pollution on a farm, cleaning up different farmland, why it's important, why pollution is bad, what can cause it. Right now, they are working on pollinating seeds so they can earn money for their farm. And today they're going to be actually buying a cow. And then they are going to work on DNA testing for their cow to make sure their animal is healthy. And if the animal isn't healthy, what can they do to keep their animal healthy? So we're kind of working on ways to earn money, being a good entrepreneur, and really being smart about how we're doing everything.
So really, it's a combination of all kinds of elements coming together and requiring critical thought on their part to make it work, right?
Yes.
Excellent. I'm going to go talk to these guys over here. Thank you for being with us this week. Tell me your name.
Aiden.
Aiden, explain to me what's going on here, because are you doing this or are you over here building? Which one?
Building.
What are you doing with this, Aiden?
This is a parachute.
A parachute. Why do you need a parachute?
Because we're trying to make something that can fly over that to pollinate.
And a parachute would be a good way for it to be able to fly, correct? Did you tell me your name?
No, Joel.
Joel, and I need your name too.
James.
James, East or West?
West.
Going into the 4th grade?
Yes.
Are all of you going into the 4th grade? Yes. Yeah. And what, East or West?
East.
East or West?
West.
You know what's really cool? We've got a mixture of East and West, and in just a few years, you'll be up here at the middle school, and it won't be East and West anymore. It'll just be middle school. So you guys will be working together then, too. Are you having a good time this week?
Yes.
Yes.
My name is Peyton, and her name is Mia.
Say that again.
My name is Peyton
And?
Mia. Maya.
Peyton and Maya. And Peyton, are you from East or West Elementary?
I'm East.
And Maya, are you East or West?
West.
So we've got another East and West combination here. So Maya, correct? Tell me what you're making.
I'm making something like a pilot. It's kind of not working very well. I'm working on something that's going to hold it and stick right here.
But you know what, Maya? Sometimes when we start making something, it doesn't work well right away, and we have to think it through and find a new way to fix it. And that's what you're doing. That's absolutely cool, and that's the way that life's going to be, too. You going to share this and take it home?
Yes, I think we are.
Okay, very good. Well, Peyton and Maya, have you had a good time?
Yes.
I can tell by the look in your eyes that you have. Thanks for sharing a little time with us. And we're back, but we're in a different place. Right now, we are at Choptastic, which I believe is for 8th and 9th graders. Is that right? Tell me your name.
Abby.
Abby, what's your last name?
Loftus.
I kind of thought you might be a Loftus. Brandon wouldn't happen to be your dad?
He is.
Yeah, I know Brandon from a long time ago. And are you 8th or 9th grade?
8th.
Coming into the 8th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. And tell me your name, Sunshine.
Lily.
Lily, 8th or 9th grade?
8th.
And?
Lakin.
Lakin? I got that right. And Lakin, 8th or 9th grade?
8th.
And?
JC.
JC, I'm going to just guess, 8th grade. Okay, very good. So which one of you ladies are going to tell me what you've made, what's inside of it, and maybe somebody else give me an idea of what's going on in Choptastic? Who's going to talk to me?
We made breakfast fiesta burritos, and they have black beans, eggs, and spinach. Yeah.
And what are you going to do with them now? I mean, I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat, but is that what's going to happen?
No.
What are we going to do?
We're just present them to the judges.
And the judges are going to look at other people in the classroom and decide who is like in top place. How are those decisions going to be made? Somebody tell me. Do y'all know how are they going to pick a winner?
They're going to look at our presentation and how we cleaned the stuff and like how we cleaned and cooked in general.
So it's an overall, okay? So somebody remind me of your name? Lily. I've got so many names I can't think. Lily, tell me the process that you've used for Choptastic today. We understand that there's cleaning and cooking. What else? How have you thought this through?
Lots of teamwork.
Lots of teamwork. So did the teachers just come in today and say, here's the stuff and make it?
Well, we had some stuff, but then we had to pick some ingredients, and we chose, what did we choose?
Black beans and burritos. Or not burritos, tortilla shells.
Okay, all right. It really looks tasty. Would you give me one of those before I leave today?
Maybe.
May. Well, we're going to shift to another part of the room and talk to some of your competitors. Fair enough? Thank you for spending some time with us. Have you had fun this week?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I like to hear that. All right, so we're in another place here, and instead of talking to girls, we're going to talk to some guys because guys can cook too. So tell me, gentlemen, first of all, I need to know your name, what grade you're in. I think I know maybe all of you are rising ninth graders, correct?
Me and him are.
You're rising?
We're rising 8th.
Rising eighth. Okay, I just gave you a year. You're welcome, I guess, right? Tell me your name.
James Potts.
James Potts.
Tyler Bennett.
Hi, Tyler.
Austin Jenkins.
Austin, glad to meet you.
Nathan Bogdanovich.
Hi, Nathan. I'm not even going to try your last name. So tell me what you made. Who's going to talk? Who's going to talk to me?
I guess we all can.
Okay, we'll take turns. Fair enough. What have you made?
We made an omelet with red peppers, sauteed onions, and spinach in it.
Now, wait a minute. You were over here shaking your head. No. Did he miss something?
No, he didn't. I was like, I'm not talking for this yet.
Well, tell me your process. How did you decide how to put it together, the end result? Just give me some information about your thought processes.
Well, I've been to a restaurant before and they did this exact thing. So it's like, I remember how they did it. We can try and do that. And we unboxed it, took everything out, diced everything up first, and then started cooking.
So now, you said you went to a restaurant and they did that there as well, but you weren't in the kitchen when they made this.
But I know what was in it, so I was trying to think, how would they do this?
So that's called deconstructing. You took what you had seen, and you, as a team, you decided to deconstruct it, right? And I see something that you cooked with here. That's where you did the sautéing, right?
Yes.
And the eggs
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah.
So show me your end product. Where is it? This is the end product? Well, man, that looks really tasty. Do you get to eat this after you're done?
I think so.
We're pretty sure.
Hope so.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I was your age, I was hungry all the time. All right, guys, this looks absolutely cool, and I think it's time for judging, so we're going to stand back, and we're going to watch a little bit. Thank you for spending some time. Have you had a good time this week so far?
Yeah.
How many of you might be coming back next week? Anybody?
I will. Okay.
Very good. We'll look for you then, too.
All right.
Tell me your name, describe what this is, and then tell me your story about how you made this.
Okay, my name is Keegan Taylor, and this is my group's Egg Spinach Supreme. Basically how we came to make this is first we thought about putting that in a wrap, a gluten-free wrap, but the problem was that it was sticking to the plate we were using and it was pulling off bits and pieces. So we couldn't use the wrap. So we had to toss the wrap. And then we decided to just put the eggs on the plate by itself. And then one of my team members decided to decorate the outside of it with fresh spinach. and we mix a bit of spinach, some onions, and maybe a bit of cheese and with the eggs, and then we topped it all off with some cheese, sauteed spinach. Yeah. So, yeah.
So you had to kind of adapt, improvise in the middle of it, which is all part of any scientific process because it doesn't always go the way we expect it to right at the beginning. I think you've done a very good job, Keegan, and it is very attractive as well. And this green that's in the middle is also spinach, correct? It's sauteed spinach. All right. So are you looking forward to the judging, and do you get to eat this when you're done?
I believe after the judges look at it, we will be able to eat this, but I don't really like spinach, so I'm not.
Listen, I get what you're saying. I might be tempted to pull the spinach off and to eat the eggs and the cheese because that's one of my favorite foods, cheese and eggs. Keegan, thank you so much. Have you had a good time doing this and in STEM camp this week?
Yeah. Plus, I got a brother who would probably love to eat this all.
What's your brother's name?
Dakota Hemphill.
And how old is Dakota?
I believe he'll be 16 next month.
I thought that I remembered Dakota's name. I thought so. And would you please make sure that Dakota watches this on Facebook so that he'll know that he has been made famous by his little brother, and now he owes you. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right. Thank you, Keegan. Great job. Tell me your names first.
I'm Lexi.
Lexi? What's your last name, Lexi?
Carter.
Lexi Carter. And?
My name's Callie Wiggins.
Okay. I'm glad to meet you, though. And your name?
Kaylee Strickland.
Kaylee. What is that, Kaylee?
A quiche.
It's a quiche. Now, I've never seen a quiche quite like that because it looks like it's been wrapped in a tortilla, right?
Yeah, we had to, kind of work with what we had. We couldn't, use actual pie crusts and stuff, what they're usually made like.
So that tells me that y'all really do know the elements of a quiche. So if I were to open that tortilla, I would find quiche-like material inside.
Yeah, eggs and spinach and some onions were in there too.
Did you taste any of this while you were eating?
No.
No? So when it's over, do any of you plan on tasting this?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And how did you know that you wanted to make a quiche and then modify it into this format? How did you know?
It was my idea because, I've had a quiche really, recently, a couple of months ago, and it just, popped in my mind, with the ingredients. I was like, well, quiche. I couldn't really think of anything else.
So it sounds to me like you saw the ingredients and your brain went click, 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 quiche stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I understand that you have to prepare it, cook it, plate it, and then clean. And those are those the only 4 elements in the judging?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my plate and how you, clean and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. So it really is the whole process, right? And did I ask you what grade?
I'm going into 8th.
And?
I'm going to 8th too.
And?
9th.
So you're going to the high school. You're going to stay here at the middle school. But it's so cool that we've got a 9th grader working with 2 8th graders. You've already crossed those boundaries, and you're working together as a team. That's pretty encouraging and pretty exciting to me. Have you had a good time this week?
Yes.
You coming back next week?
Yes.
What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can come and see some other stuff that you're doing then. Now, we've been waiting for the judging, and I understand you have to make a presentation as part of the judging. All right, maybe we can stick around and see some of that as well. Ladies, thank you so much for talking to us today. Excellent work. This young lady I'm standing next to, I've known for a long time. I even think we might have been in high school together.
We might have been.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going to put that on here.
Well, I didn't tell him how long ago that was, so it's still all good. But as we've gone through the years, we have had multiple different jobs.
Yes, we have.
And so tell me and everyone your name, and tell me who you're working for now.
Okay, I'm Dee Decker, and I'm with the Swain County Cooperative Extension, and I do Family and Consumer Science and Community Rural Development.
And so this team has brought you here for this project because of that role. Tell me some of the things that we were requiring the students to think through and to do today.
Well, this definitely is a teamwork effort, and they were actually judged on their ability to work together as a team. So we wanted to make sure that everyone had a role in creating their delicious recipes. So they were given 5 mystery ingredients, and then they were allowed to go to the food pantry and select 2 additional items that they thought would enhance their dish and make it different and make it special.
And we have multiple different takes on that process. And I understand that there has to be a presentation by the students now?
Yes, so they have to talk about how the food fits into the My Plate. They have to talk about the food safety skills that they used during the food preparation. And then they have to talk about why they picked those special ingredients that made their recipe different and made it stand out.
So not only are the students having to do or to use critical thinking in the planning and just basic learning skills that all students develop in the classroom, but in the end they also have to develop good communication skills. It's the whole process.
It is the whole process, and I'm telling you what, this group really pulled it together. They were just amazing. They worked great together, and they came in and they really did a great job. I'm proud of them.
And Dee, I'm going to give you a shout out because you have always been helpful and have come to our aid in the school system anytime we've needed you. So thank you for that so much. And thank you for taking a few minutes to be on camera because I know you really didn't want to.
I didn't want to, but it's my pleasure. Thank you.
All right. So when do the presentations begin? These are our judges back here in the back. And I would walk over and make them talk, but they probably would run out that door. So we're going to just be really quiet and watch them work and ask them when they're going to be done. And now I'm going to leave them alone, and we'll see what happens with presentations and with judging. We need a huge drum roll now because it's time to announce the overall winner. I hear drum rolls in the background. And Sherry Kleur, who works in our nutrition program, I think we had you on camera last week, is going to tell us who the Choptastic Grand Champion is. What do they win? Nothing. You win a pat on the back and a congratulations, and we're all going to cheer for you. So Sherry, who is our Grand Champion winner?
Squeaky Avocado.
Who's Squeaky Avocado? Wait, Squeaky Avocado. The guys that were over here cooking stuff, right? Excellent. Congratulations, Squeaky Avocado. And to everyone else, thank you for your amazing work. This has been so cool, and thanks for being with us. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Good.
Have you had a good week so far?
Yes.
Tell me your name.
Ellie.
Ellie, do you have a last name?
Driver.
Ellie Driver. Do you go to East or West?
East.
And what's your name, Sunshine?
Jalen
Jalen. I bet you have a last name, too.
Thomason.
Jalen Thomason. Are you an East or a West student?
East.
So you guys know each other from school, correct? What grade are you going to be in next year?
4th.
4th grade. Jalen, tell me what you're making.
We are making a catapult.
Okay, now this is Farm Week, right? So you have to tell me, how does a catapult fit into farms?
Well, we have to throw hay at those cows over there.
These cows up here on the wall? Yeah. And that's how you're going to feed your cows? Correct. And so Miss Burrows, who is your teacher this week, came in and she said, we're going to feed our cows, figure out a way to do that. Right, Ellie?
Yes.
All right. And after you're done, what are you going to do with all this stuff?
We're going to try to feed the cows.
So you're actually going to throw hay?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. You think you could get some pictures and send them to me? And try, would you? Because maybe I can do something with those as well. You've had a good week this week?
Yes.
Are you coming back next week?
Yes.
What about you?
Yes.
I hope so, and we'll look for you then too. Now, I've got some guys that are behind me, and they're doing something that's a little bit different. I need for them to tell me who they are. Tell me your name, young man.
Colton.
Colton, what is this?
It's my Annie.
And it was flashing. Why was it flashing?
Because it was on.
So it's like a little computer.
Yeah.
And is this all that you're going to have in this project?
No.
I think you said you bought a motor. Where's the motor? What you going to do with the motor?
You have to take these wires and hook it to the ends, and then you have to put the rubber band around for the motor to work.
And then the motor's going to hook up to something?
Yeah, it's going to go through here and make a track for where you plant the seeds.
So this is a seed planting device.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Who are your partners here? Let's get some names. Thank you, Colton. Tell me your name, young man.
A doll.
A doll? Awesome. What's your name?
Mokes.
Mokes. I think I've heard of you, Mokes. Did you go to Bright Adventures?
Bright Adventures?
The pre-K. Did you go to the pre-K?
I don't remember my pre-K school.
You didn't do that? Because my wife...
Okay, but I don't remember.
No, kid, that's okay. It's the one down the hill here, right?
Yeah.
Because my wife was the director then, and she has mentioned your name, and it stuck out to me because it's a really cool name. So, Mokes, tell me, is this part of the seed planting device or something different?
Catapult.
It's so it's different, and you're going to feed the cows with your catapult.
Uh-huh.
Is there a distance that you have to be able to send the hay? Is there a distance? I mean, there's a green line back here. Do you have to do it behind that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And where is the hay? I don't see it.
It's actually just the dice.
Oh, so you're going to use dice as your hay. And I'm going to guess that all of you guys are going to be in the 4th grade, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's your hay? That is so cool. Can you at least tell me your names today?
Uriel. Dela Cruz.
Say that one more time.
Uriel.
And what's your last name?
Dela Cruz.
Dela Cruz. That's what I thought you said. I just wanted to make sure. And your name is?
Uvia Dela Cruz.
Are you guys related?
Yeah.
Cousins?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you bet you both go to the same school?
Yeah.
East or west?
East.
East, right?
Yeah.
Tell me what you're making.
Catapults.
Very good. And what's this going to do?
Well, I'm just decorating it.
Well, a catapult has to look good too. It's all right. So what's this going to do as part of your catapult? Or is this just for the fun? Don't know. Is it just for fun?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the catapult, right? And what are you... Show me how it works.
Press this and it goes up.
That is really cool. And you're going to put that big dice thing on there and shoot it?
Yeah.
All right. Have you had a good week this week?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
What's an Annie?
It's a thing for our farm. It's a robot.
It's a robot. Show me how it works.
Okay, so you have to turn this on. You have to wait till the light comes on. You can move it. You have to make it move. You have to press it 10 times, and you have to press that, and you gotta hold it down. It's the enter button. Then you gotta press that, and it moves. You just gotta make sure it don't fall off the table.
So when you press that 10 times, did that kind of tell it to take 10 steps or something?
Yeah, it does.
That is so cool. Can you turn it over so I can see the bottom of it? And it's more for me than for the camera. How does it move?
Well, we have to press this, and we also have to add batteries in it, too.
So do these little things right here spin?
Yes.
That's like its legs.
And then it has this ball to make it, too, and then these are like its legs.
Do you get to take that home?
Yes, last day of STEM camp.
That is so cool. Well, thanks for sharing that. I can tell that you're excited about it. You like that, don't you?
Yes, I do.
My name's Anna
Anna, do you have a last name?
Plantenberg.
Anna Plantenberg. Did I get that right? Very good. And what's your name?
Cheyenne
Tell me your last name.
Harrison.
Cheyenne Harrison. Is your dad named Mike? I thought so. And tell me your name. Wait. I'm stuck to a spoon. I am stuck to the floor. That is totally cool. It's like stepping on chewing gum. So now let's try again. Tell me your name.
Leah Brown.
Leah Brown, and I bet that your mother's name is Ruth and your dad's name is Evan.
Yes.
Yes. Miss Brown, tell me what you're making.
Making a catapult.
Show me how it works.
So it's supposed to put it on the spoon and it launches it forward.
That is so cool. Now, it looks like you've made another catapult. Is that yours?
We're working together and this one doesn't really work, so we're making a new one.
So sometimes when you make something, it doesn't work, so you have to start over. And you know what? That's the way it's going to be in a lot of things. Because you'll try something that doesn't work, but you don't give up, do you? You keep trying. Now, are you making your own catapult?
Yes.
And it looks like you're going to put something here and push it back and let it throw it forward?
Here. And then we're using that dice, and we're going to try to put it at those cows. So I'm going to glue it here. I'm going to shoot it back and push it on the cows.
That is totally, totally cool, and such different ideas for everyone. You're going to go ahead. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
And I want the dice to fit, so I put it so it's not going to go all the way in, but it's going to like kind of rest on top a little bit.
You've thought through almost every part of this, haven't you, already before you ever started?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we have another class now, and I'm going to guess that you guys are either 5th, 6th, or 7th grade, right?
We're going into 6th.
Going into 6th. So you've got a new experience here in the middle school, kind of getting used to the place early before everybody else. Tell me your name, young man.
Jackson.
Jackson, what's your last name?
Parsons.
Jackson Parsons. And your name?
Jason.
And your last name?
Maffett.
And tell me what you have made, Jackson.
I have made a dragon. We call it the dragonfly because we couldn't use a dragon, so we just improvised. So we made a dragonfly. I don't really know.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good explanation, Jackson. And what is this then?
This is the spitter outer.
The spitter outer. And what is this going to spit out?
It's going to spit out a special substance that helps basically take out all the basically toxic stuff in the dirt.
So it sounds to me like we've gotten into soil and we're worried about pollution in the soil. Correct?
Yes.
And this takes the soil then, and does it spit out the toxins or spit out the soil itself?
Well, it pressure washes the soil inside, then spits out the soil and spits out the special stuff on top of it.
So if I were to give a why, you have been asked to design something that will help take care of our environment, particularly as far as a farm is concerned.
Well, because there is more people coming to the United States and we need more farms.
And so we need to take care of the land that we have so that we can feed all the people that are coming. Now, what is this supposed to do?
This part is supposed to suck up the nectar, and it brings it to other flowers and crops and out this part. Basically, it shares the nectar from crop to crop.
Now, when I heard the word pollen, and I know that one of the things that we're thinking about now has to do with bees and pollinating, correct? And so this pulls the nectar in, and that sends out the pollen out the back.
And there is a wind-up thing right here, which is how it flies. We used a helicopter motion for this.
That is totally, both of those are totally creative and excellent devices. And thank you for sharing those. I want to look at another one here. Remind me of your name, please.
Cindy Toomey.
And Cindy, is this your partner? No? Okay. Cindy, what have you made?
This is the pollinator-inator.
The pollinator-inator. What a great name. And how does it work?
Well, he flies around and picks up pollen and then sends it around to other plants.
And why are you making this?
Because we need more pollen and more bees.
And we're struggling with having enough bees at this moment, aren't we? Because they're kind of dying off. And so this could be used to help take the pollen to other places. Did you work by yourself?
No, I had a team.
You had a team. Whose idea was this? Was it yours or one of your...
It was mine idea.
That is a great idea.
Thinking of making it a bat, but then we got a little creative with it.
And creativity takes you cool places, doesn't it? And I want you to tell me your name.
I'm Abby.
Hi, Abby. And tell me your name.
I'm Hope.
Abby and Hope. And Abby and Hope, what have you made? Tell me, Abby.
We have 2 different projects, but here is my group's project. We made a pollinator 3000, and what it does is it flies around, and it has so much fuzz, so it can catch all the pollen on it. And you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is put it in your pasture, and it'll just fly around and catch the pollen.
And then as it catches the pollen and flies to other places, the pollen will then kind of fall off of it, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
What did you call it? The what, 3000?
The pollinator thing.
I thought you said pollinator 3000. That is totally, totally cool. And what was it that you made, Hope?
It's over there.
Well, take me over there and let's look at it. Come on. What is this, Hope?
So this is Hippie Henderson, and you basically put it in your garden, and you can like drive it like a lawnmower, and it drops the stuff that you need in your garden to do good stuff in the dirt.
What kind of good stuff needs to happen in the soil?
You need to take out the toxics so you can basically have more produce.
Those are excellent answers, and you're thinking on your feet right now when I asked that question, and you've done very well with that. Because one of the things we've mentioned already is that we're concerned about toxins in the soil because we need to increase our production because there are going to be more people. And this works in that very way. Did you work by yourself?
No.
How many other people are on your team?
3 more people.
3 more people. Whose brainchild? Who thought this up?
Me.
Hope, you are incredibly creative, and I love your thought processes. One of the things that is so special about Swain County School System is that we have so many different traditions. And right now, we're standing on what at one time was the football field for Swain County High School, and there have been untold number of games that have been played here with people who sat in the stands that used to be there on the bank. And traditionally, summer school has been a time whenever a student would be required to come back because they just didn't complete what they needed to during the school year. It almost felt like a punishment. I hope that you've seen that that's not a tradition that we're continuing anymore. We have summer school, we call them camps, but it's not just because kids haven't accomplished maybe what they needed to during the school year. I hope you saw that some of the things that are going on are really more fun and a lot less punishment. And we're standing out here because not only do our students have the opportunity to have fun in the classroom and build things and think, but they also have some time outside, and we feed them and we take care of them throughout the school day, which would be summer school if you wanted to call it that. But really, it's just a fun time for kids to come, and they want to come back. You know, one of the traditions, though, that we are proud of is that we continue to produce students in the Swain County School System that leave us and do amazing things. I learned yesterday that one of our graduates, Jack Stuckey, has just been awarded another scholarship through the North Carolina High School Athletic Association. The name of the scholarship is the Jerry McGee Foundation Scholarship, and it is awarded to 2 students in North Carolina who have overcome extreme adversity, have gone on and excelled in their sport or more than one sport. And Jack is a shining example of that, and our state's recognized that as well, as he is the male recipient of that this week. We are so grateful to be part of a school system that does such great things both in the school day and they continue after our students graduate. And I hope that you're grateful as well. Thank you for joining with us today. We continue to try and show you that even though the buses aren't running all the time, we're still operating, and we'll do some more of that as we come to you again next time. Until then, God bless you and have a great day.